Today we're going to be taking a look at an Esper mid-range deck, and this is going to look nothing like the current Esper mid-range decks you've been seeing in the meta currently, because this is going to be running a card that I've been wanting to build around for so very long. We're talking about an Obscura Ascendancy deck. Now, this card is hard to explain, but I'll do my best to keep it simple. Essentially, this is a 3-mana enchantment that comes down, and you're going to be putting soul counters onto this. You're going to be doing that by casting spells that are equal in mana cost to 1 plus the number of soul counters that are on this card. So essentially, once this comes down, you're going to want to play a 1-drop. You get a soul counter. The next time you play a 2-drop, you get a soul counter, a 3-drop, so on and so forth. So you're going to want to have a very nice curve out here. The soul counters are important because every time you get a soul counter, it creates a 2/2 spirits. And once you have 5 soul counters, these spirits get a 3/3 buff on the battlefield, which is absolutely absurd. Now, this deck runs a lot of things with flashback, things like the Otherworldly Gaze, Siphon Insight, Memory Deluge. There's a reason for this. It's because once we want to play these cards early on in the game, we're going to be looking for that Ascendancy. Once we get that down on the battlefield, we then can recast those spells later for the same amount of mana value. What I mean by that is the Otherworldly Gaze might cost 2 as a flashback card, but it still counts as a 1-drop to put that soul counter onto the Ascendancy. It's a really nice way to exploit that ability. Like I said, this has a really nice curve out. The top end is really exciting because we got things like AO, the Swirling Sky, and Gix's Command. The Gix's Command and the AO are 5-drops. So once these cards essentially hit the field, we're going to be getting that 3/3 pump. So the Gix's Command can use its, kill everything with 2 power type sweeper, and it won't be affecting our spirits, which is awesome. The AO and the Swirling Sky are both spirits, so they're also going to be getting the pump from the 3/3 advantage from the Ascendancy. The deck was wildly fun. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, but more importantly, this thing took us to Diamond, so it was competitive enough to, grind us all the way through Platinum pretty easily. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. We're going to go and break the deck down a little bit more in full later if you want to stick around for that. In the meantime, down below in the links, there's a full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff helps out an absolute ton, and I would greatly appreciate it. With that being said though, guys, enjoy today's video. We'll see you back here at the end. Peace out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video today, man. We're going to be playing an Esper build. This one is going to be an Ascendancy deck. We're going to be trying to break the Esper's version of the Ascendancy, the Obscura Ascendancy. Opening hand here looks pretty solid. I think we can keep this because we have the ability to go deep here, and then also the curve is really nice. So if we do find that Ascendancy off the top here on 3, we got a really nice curve. So don't like seeing a blue land come down though. That doesn't feel great, and we did actually find it, so we're gonna wait. We're not gonna actually play a land that allows us to play a spell this turn. Let's just wait and see what the opponent wants to do here. I would imagine it's a consider. Sure is. Well, the Void Rend is gonna be pretty solid, but is the Obscura's Ascendancy gonna resolve? That's the key. That is the key, is it not? What is this? An 0/3? What does it say? It says, whenever it enters the battlefield, you may mill 3 cards. You may put a non-creature, non-land card milled this way in your hand, or get a 1/1 counter. Well, we definitely know what the deck is, though. It's very apparent and clear. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to try and force the opponent into a counter spell on my Siphon Insight so I can get the Ascendancy down. Because if the Ascendancy gets down, that's all I really care about, right? Because it's whenever we cast a spell. So if they want to counter, it's fine. It's all good. So we're praying that the opponent counters this right now. Please counter this. Preferably a negate, something for 2 mana. Make disappear. Let's go. We're in like Flynn, baby. All right, you lose, my friend. I don't know if they necessarily lose, but they're in a much worse spot now, that's for sure. Because the Obscura Ascendancy on the field is going to allow us, like I said, whenever we cast a spell, it's going to create these spirits. So we're going to have blockers for absolute days here now. And our curve is just so nice. So counter away. If you want to counter our ascendancy, consider counter it. By all means, counter away, my friend. This should be a lot of fun, actually. Should be a lot of fun. I don't want them playing a Thirst for Discovery here. I almost want to keep forcing them into countering me. So I'm going to play this now. Forcing them to hopefully make a counter spell play. We'll see. Better this gets countered than really anything else. Let's get down to the yard. We don't need it. Urtai. Okay. All right. We will play this though at instant speed. Instant speed, create, you know, another blocker. Maybe if they attack into us, I don't see why they would, but if they did, also if they tap out, this, you know, obviously being able to hit us something nice off the top. Ascendancy goes off for 2. I'll take an impulse, sure. Impulse seems nice. I really don't see how they come back from this. Obviously, if they have some sort of bounce mechanic for the ascendancy, could be a problem, but most of their bounce mechanics blue's running right now, obviously being Fading Hope, which is creatures only. I don't know. You never know. Not to mention we have a Void Rend, followed by an Urtai, followed by a Gix's Command. Just all good stuff, man. They are kind of screwed. The Void Rend can't be countered, my friend, so you better hope you have a Fading Hope. Now, we are going to try something. Now, I don't know if it'll quite work, but I do want to test it. I do believe it should work because of the fact that this triggers first before our spells are finished. But with the Ascendancy, it says as long as there are 5 more counters on this, our spirits are gonna get a +3/+3, which means if we go Urtai next, right, and then Gix's Command, the Gix's Command should almost always be good for a sweeper still, because even if we sweep the board for all creatures power 2 or less, our creatures should be bigger, so not a problem. All right, there goes the Jhin. They did not have the Fading Hope, unfortunate for them. End our turn and we'll go for an impulse on their turn, or we can go for the throat. Either way, not a bad play, but we definitely have them beat. I don't think they can do anything about the Ascendancy, at least it feels that way. So should be a pretty easy domination over mono blue, which anytime we can, you know, whoop up on mono blue, we'll take it. Fading Hope, okay, that's fine. Not that big a deal. They might as well attack. Yeah, there's nothing they can do as far as blocks go, so let's go with an impulse here, and ooh, that's a good find. It's a really good find. Because we may not need the sweeper, right? So it's like, all right, let's attack him with both of these. Give them some sort of hope that they might be okay here. But they don't know that we have a flash in Urtai, which does trigger the Ascendancy. And after that, we have 2 5-mana spells that are just going to take us to the tippity top, as one would say. Tap target creature, 3 stun counters. You got it. You got it. Scryed 1 to the top. We don't like that, because if we play the Urtai, they get to draw into that, which is a bit of a bummer. We take the 1. I may want to counter an actual spell. No, they don't play an actual spell. So instead, I'm going to play the Urtai then, and I'm not actually going to kill this. I don't think this is threatening me in the least bit right now. So we allow that to stay on the battlefield, and the Urtai just comes in and has a 3/2 body. But let's not forget either that the AO is a spirit, ladies and gentlemen. The AO is in fact a spirit. So the AO going to be pretty fun here. All spirits getting the extra 3/3 boost, including the AO. Okay, the AO gone. Bummer. We still get the boost though, which is very nice. And we put them down to a clock of 2 life, and they're out of options really. So 1 card in hand. I gotta imagine it's not enough to, you know, answer back, but I mean, it is a thirst for discovery, so I'll hold my tongue, I guess.
Wow, dude.
I know. I said 1 card in hand can't be that good, right? And then they refill their entire hand, so who knows? Nope, I don't think it's gonna cut it. I don't think that's gonna cut it. We've got a fully ascended Obscura here. Not to mention we can drop another Obscura and just start the process all over again. And there's the scoop. GG's, my friend. GG's, man. I love stomping mono blue. That felt so good. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. You can't ask for a much better situation than maxing the ascendancy in the first game. I say maxing, obviously can go higher, but maxing it in a sense that it gets its ultimate status from, you know, that 5th counter. So very good start. Opening hand here. What do we got? This is a keepable hand. It's not ideal, but we do have the insight early here, potentially, if I find another blue or black source. I mean, Wandering Emperor, we have options. I don't know. I couldn't throw this one away. Didn't feel like it was throwawayable, you know what I mean? That's a good card. And they throw away a land. Okay, we do get our 2nd black or blue source here. So let's go ahead and pass the turn and look to do a little bit of a Siphon Insight here. They're clearly an Esper build. Maybe a Rafine coming down this turn. But no, they just attack through, which means definitely no Rafine. Let's get in there and see what's in their hand. I'm sorry, their deck here. Maybe we can steal their Rafine. That'd be good. They negate the Siphon Insight. That's huge value for us because it has flashback. And let's go ahead and pass the turn and look to play the Wandering Emperor. I love that we have a couple of Deluges here too, which can go hopefully find that Ascendancy. So far, so good, man. Feeling pretty clean right now. Feeling pretty clean. All right, let's hope this doesn't get negated as well, though. That'd be a bit of a bummer. It does not. Looks like we're gonna be exiling your friend here. Was it gonna be like a shore up or something? That'd be kind of crazy. All right, we gained a 2 life. Love that. Shieldred. Bummer. Double bummer. We needed a land there so we can kill a Shieldred with this, but not happening, huh? All right, well, we'll get a land the old-fashioned way. It's actually quite the opposite of the old-fashioned way, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna create a 2/2 because it's dead either way. So let's get the 2/2 down. Make sure we make a decent block on our life total here and save ourselves a bit of stress. You know what I mean? Things are looking pretty good though. We've got the Gix's Command. Like I said, can blow up the Shieldred. Blow up the Shieldred, and there's no other option. Okay, there we go. That's a good option. I was gonna say we need something better to do with this as well, like a secondary, but that'll give us a good secondary option, which is to blow up both of these creatures. All right. All right, let's get this down. Destroy creatures with power 2 or less. Opponent sacks a creature. Auto pay. Deal 1 to my face. And Shieldred and Rafine both gone here. Love that. And we're going to get the Restoration out there that next turn, which can start creating, you know, spirits, which do get the bump from the... Okay, they go level 1. There's nothing in my hand they can hit. Love that. All right. Let's we've got a bunch of instant speed stuff, right? So let's just pass the turn here and see what the opponent goes and grabs from their deck here. They get to go for any card they want, which definitely screams Invoke Despair to me, but you never know. I sure hope not. Invoke Despair is just such a busted card. I hope they don't pull that one. Well, they're taking a while. The fact that they're taking as long as they are, it kind of gives me the feeling it's not as easy, you know, of a choice, which to me, Invoke Despair would be a pretty easy choice, so who knows? Maybe it's not in their deck build. Who knows? Okay, maybe it's not. They go Void Rend. Definitely would have gotten Invoke Despair if they had it, because it would have done a much better job of just, you know, removing my thing. Maybe they were afraid of counter spells, though. Could have been. That definitely could have been the case. Wow. That's not great, huh? That was not great. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do here. Let's go ahead and pass the turn, and maybe we go with the big deluge here so we can go much deeper into our build, but they can't target their own graveyard, which kind of defeats the purpose of this here. So I'm glad Shieldred didn't get a chance to come back. Love that. That was really nice. All right, let's go really deep into the deck here. We've got to find this Ascendancy so we can get started here. An Ascendancy and like a 1-drop. Or not. Okay, another 1-drop. All right, well, we are going to go here, and I'm going to do it now before they can untap this. I know it's a main phase. We could have flashed this in. It's not that big a deal. I just want to exile it, be done with it. The opponent has 2 cards in hand here. Pass the turn. And they hit us with the reinforcements. Okay. One of those clearly going to be attacking the Wandering Emperor, but I have a clean sweep for that, so not a big deal. Rafine. Okay, my sweeper's looking really juicy now. They get a bit of card selection though here by having 2 creatures attack, so they're gonna find themselves at least a good card they can cast and get value out of. Yep. Negate and drag to the bottom. Some good cards there. Some very good cards.
Training for this.
All right, let's go into the deck and see if we find the Ascendancy on the top. Love that. Let's just draw. Man, if only we could have got a land too, though. Maybe I should have went with Consider there to give us a chance at the land. I do have to play this, unfortunately. All right, so one of these. All right, let's see if the opponent's last card in hand is here. They probably should have held on to that negate, to be honest, but they did not, so they eat that, and we say go. Yeah, I guess if you really would have, if I would have taken the time here to really think about it, I could have played that Consider, drawn into the Ascendancy, and then it gave myself at least a shot at another land, which could have really been clutch. All right, are we eating damage here? Yeah, I think so. There's nothing with haste coming down from the opponent, but there is Shieldred. We got to be careful of Shieldred. I'll take that. Oops. Jeez, so many cards down here. I can't pick it up. All right, and then we get no 2-drops coming down this turn because of the fact that the mana doesn't quite line up. So let's just play the Otherworldly Gaze in that case. No. Let's play this because we have Restoration that we can play, which doesn't trigger the Ascendancy by any means, but at least it's something I can do. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, drop this down. Let's get another white source. Now we got to stop taking damage though. At some point that Shieldred comes down, we might be in a lot of trouble. So we need to make sure we give ourselves at least a 1-turn buffer to deal with it. So let's not take any more damage from our own lands here. There's also that to consider. There's also that to consider. All right, we got a good block against one of those, but the other one gets through, putting us down to 2, and a Shieldred ends it. So that's fine. I can block the bigger one, whichever one this turns out to be. Yikes. All right, so we're in trouble here. Going down to 2. Definitely made some mistakes here on how I was taking too much damage from my own lands, but hopefully that's not going to be too much of an issue going forward. That's a good find. All right, let's go with, we need a 2-drop. 2-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop. So Siphoning Insight going to be the play here into a Liliana's Minus. Let's go. Into a 4-drop. We can't. Well, we can actually. We can. Okay, this is good. We can. All right, Liliana, come down. Auto pay. Yes, please. Minus.
When I win, you're telling me what you... I've always hated crowds.
And then Shieldred come down, gaining us some life. I love this. Ascendancy. Let's go. Okay. Okay. We got blockers in the air. We got Shieldred potentially gaining us our life back. This is money. And we're at 4, so we need a 5-drop this next turn, which we don't have. We did use up 2 of our Gix's commands, which is big sources of 5-drops for us. So not looking good in that department, but make all the blocks. Make all the blocks. All right, we get to make them discard their last card in hand too if they don't play it. So love that. Oh, it's another Rafine, of course. Oh my god, we find a 5-drop. We found a 5-drop. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. Send the whole squad? Might as well. Send the whole squad. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and then we're gonna pass the turn. We're up to 4. We have flyers to block with. I'm feeling pretty safe. Feeling pretty safe here. And they're down to 3. That should be a scoopsy doopsy, right? I would imagine. Oh, gets their own Shieldred down, which does put me down to 2. That's a close call, but not quite there. Not quite there. Very, very close call. What you got on top of your deck there? Little cut down? I'll take that. I'll take that. Why not? Ward 1. Yeah, let's do it. Auto pay. See ya. All right, and then might as well get another spirit out of the deal and get this last flyer down. I mean, I just can't believe how well this is working out. Like, it is phenomenally well how this is working out. All right, let's get in there for a boatload of damage. And these spirits, by the way, coming in as 4/4s from the restoration. The synergies are through the moon, guys. Through the moon. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That was so nice. Twice in a row, man. We did it twice in a row. Things got a little sketchy there. Our own lands kind of kicked their butts, but my goodness, you can't be too upset about twice in a row being able to, you know, make something like that happen. So I get to go first here, going, you know, 2 games away from, you know, hitting our diamond tier. I'm hoping we can knock those 2 games out in this video, man. I really do, but I don't know if they're going to be able to pull that off. We'll see. These games are a bit long, a little bit longer, but very fun. Very, very fun. Don't need a second Wandering Emperor. Opponent not holding any priorities here is kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. You kind of expect them to, but... And a Celestis. Okay, so this is going to be some Reanimator Jutsu kind of stuff here. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. We have plenty of flash things here. All 3 of these things come in flash, so love the opportunity here to just play on their turn and see what's going on. Gosh, I hate the Celestis though. It makes me nervous. Destroy tapped creature, huh? Or attacking creature. Weak stone, mind stone. All right. Sure, we'll counter that. We'll counter that and look to do a little bit of beatdown with the Urtai here. It stops them from drawing potentially 2 cards as opposed to the one that are, you know, gives them 1 as opposed to the 2 they were going to get. And then on top of that, it stops them from maybe getting Urza down next turn and looking to just immediately go into merging somehow if they have enough mana. But nothing from the opponent. Leaves a good memory deluge here for me. Love that. Come on, we can do so much better. Why do we keep hitting lands here? It's such a weird spot to be getting a bunch of lands like that. Let's get in for the attack. I would imagine something's gonna happen here soon, right? They've got to have some sort of interaction, and that's the interaction I'm talking about. Now, do we get countered here on the AO? I don't know. Nope. I didn't think so. Once they killed that, I felt like the tension of the priority holds kind of stopped. But looks like a Fateful Absence or Fading Hope, even worse. Yikes. Would have rather this died so I can get a permanent. And then on top of that, maybe not have to recast it for 5 mana. But nope, Fading Hope makes my life a miserable mess. Fading Hope, Celestis, they're definitely trying to meld Urza. Don't know what's really going on here, I'm going to be honest. Not a clue, guys. They're not really giving us much. Deals 3 damage to target tapped creature, you gain 2 life. All right. So if I play this again, I'm left with 2 mana left over, right? All right, I think we could do better. I think we could do better. We flash the Wandering Emperor and we can protect it with Urtai potentially. You know, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. I think some flash, you know, plays here are a little better than the AO, just getting Fading Hoped again. Okay, yeah, they didn't have much answers here, I don't think. I think they just didn't like the deck we were playing. They didn't like that we had instant speed plays. I don't think they had a lot of answers to what we were doing. A lot of this stuff is destroy tapped creatures and attacking creatures. We have creatures with vigilance. It just was not looking great for them. So I get why they scooped it up, and us taking their Mind Stone probably, you know, peeved them up a little bit. But anyways, on to the next one. All right, officially 1 game away from Diamond. Let's go, guys. We need this. We need this. Let's all cross our fingers together for a good game here. Get us to Diamond, man. Take us there, man. We need to get locked in so we can't lose any more ranking, because I've been known to climb high and then immediately tank 20 games in a row. So let's avoid that. I get to go first. Honestly, opening hand's not terrible. Not terrible. Obviously, I could have gotten Consider first here to try to fix the land problem, but I'm going to go ahead and give the deck a chance to produce. It does. Let's go. And now I can go with a Siphoning Insight a little more comfortably. The opponent on some Dimir color so far. Grixis, okay. Let's see what they're up to, though. I like the Dissipate. I don't like that they have Dissipate. That does scare me, but I guess it is what it is. I'm gonna go double Consider here. I'm gonna try my best to try to top deck this Ascendancy, man, and a land. I'm gonna try to fix this the best I can here. Fix the mana, fix the top decks. Let's see. Let's see. I do need a black source and a blue source, so we'll take that off the top. But I need the Ascendancy now. Can we get lucky enough? No, but that's a beast of a card. I guess we take it for later. Another Consider. All right, I think I'm gonna go Memory Deluge here. Memory Deluge, because I have my 1, my 2, my 3, my 4, my 5 drop. So the curve is beautiful. Now we just gotta find it. Just gotta find it. Plus I have Dissipate too. If I need to cast that for anything crazy here, I will, but probably not going to. They play a tap land. Wish me luck. Okay, I said wish me luck, guys. You guys clearly weren't wishing me luck. All right, I guess we go here. That's tough. Got to keep hitting my land drops. So let's go here, thin the deck out a little bit, gets us a bit closer, I guess, to that Ascendancy. We're gonna have to concede the fact that our mana curve is gonna get a little wonky here, because we're gonna need to play another consider potentially here to go digging into the deck some more. Don't want another AO. Not necessary. Okay. Decline. Pass the turn. We're gonna look to hit him with a Dissipate or a Siphoning Insight, one of the two. Well, shoot, I just yanked on my headset. I hope that doesn't mess up the Go XLR. It's been known to do that. All right, come on. Give me something good here. Not good, my friend. Let's go again. Let's go again. That's good. I will take that. Love that I don't need the right colors either. I love that I can just cast it. That's so brutal. That's so brutal. And they have nothing on board right now, which is even crazier. I mean, counter spells though, right? We got hit with one Dissipate already. I have one in here. There's probably not another counter spell, right? Probably. Probably. And if they counter their own spell, that's net positive, right? Right? That's the way I see it. Cool. All right, they're looking to fill back up with counter spells. So be it. All right, so the opponent is annoying. Got it. So they're just gonna run a bunch of counter magic and kill my things. Fun stuff. All right, we get another land, but I am going to play out the AO because the opponent is tapped out. And if they want to kill this, by all means, please do. I'll go digging in my deck, hopefully to find that Ascendancy, and we can get started. We can start the project. All right, blow it up. Do it. Nice. Oh, 2 for 1 special too. I love that. No exiling effect though. That'd be annoying. Really? There it is. Let's go. We're in there. We're in there. Now we just got to find our 1-drop again, all over again, which is going to be tough to do. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say this is going to be easy because it's not. Pass the turn. Flash into Wandering Emperor. Let's get some bodies on the field. Start attacking the opponent here. Force them to maybe play some more burn spells or maybe even some sweepers potentially. But yeah, that's going to be the play. Create that 2/2. Now we just got to find 1/1-drop. That's all we need. 1/1-drop and we're off, man. We're going to be cruising. Gonna be cruising. It's not a 1-drop. That is not a 1-drop.
May your blade strike true.
Let's keep drawing cards. Maestro's Charm. Do we allow it or do not to allow it? Let's make him play another spell. I think we can dissipate that. That's fine. Might want to bring the AOs back, huh? Might be worth it. Might be worth it to bring the AOs back. We also have another counter spell with the Urtai Resurrected. But Wandering Emperor going to get us a lot of value here. So, I mean, even if they... Okay, well. That's annoying. Thank God for that, right? Thank God for that. Ooh, Voidran is not bad either.
Strike fast and strike hard.
All right, we are not winning this in what I would say is the conventional way, but we are winning it. All right, end our turn. We might need to go with the Insight here, even though I want to keep it as our 2-mana spell for the Ascendancy. We might... Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Well, at least the opponent here doesn't get any card advantage, and we have 8 damage on board, so there's a good chance we can close out here if we find the proper tools here off their own deck. And big score. There's the scoop. Let's go. We're in Diamond. What? Let's go. Oh. That was nice. That was nice because we had to battle through adversity there. We had to battle through not getting our ascendancy down and our game plan going, but we were able to close, baby. Let's do it. We're in diamond. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to break the deck down and talk about it a little bit further. But before I do that, I want to give you guys a huge shout out for making it this far, as always, in the video, because it helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm when you stick around, and it helps push the videos out to more people. So thanks for helping support the channel, even if you didn't know you were doing so. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And with that being said, let's take a look at today's deck. Let's pull this on over. Perfect. Okay, so Obscure's Ascendancy. This is a card, again, been wanting to play this for quite some time. It's a very, very cool card. You guys got to see this thing in its full glory today in a couple of games. Very powerful if you get it to its 5 soul counters. Excuse me. Sorry, a lot of talking today. Basically, though, this card works very, very well with flashback cards like we explained in the intro. You guys got to see how good that could look with things like the Otherworldly Gaze, Siphoning Insight, Memory Deluge. These cards are very important because it is hard to, let's say, get things like a Consider in our hand, right, in our opening hand. But without an Ascendancy down, if we spend that Consider's gone. We're going to lose that. We're going to have to try to find another 1-drop, which can get a little, convoluted, hard to find these things, and it makes things tricky. So having things like Otherworldly Gaze, where we can set things up in the early game, play the spell, don't worry about it, play it later after the Ascendancy's been put down, triggering the Ascendancy. It's a really nice way to kind of get around that. We got, again, Siphoning Insight, Memory Deluge. Both of these cards very good for finding us, either land, stealing our opponent's things, things that we may need. Memory Deluge in particular to find the Ascendancy has been very, very clutch for us. And I thought our top end was really, really exciting because, again, the Swirling Sky, AO, both are spirits. And once these two have hit the battlefield in a theory, they should already have been getting the 3/3 buff from the Ascendancy. Because if we're hitting a 5-drop into a 6-drop, the Ascendancy should be triggered all the way up into that ability to give the 3/3 pump. So these two are obviously spirits, which is really, really powerful over the top. Not to mention Gix's Command as our sweeper, because the Gix's Command hitting everything with 2 power or less, again, might work against us. But in this case, as a 5-drop, we'll be triggering that final Ascendancy push that you need to get the +3/+3. So I thought this was a fantastic way to go about it too. Now, the rest of the deck, just wanted to put some really good control cards in with a nice curve out, right? So we have things like Consider early on, Go for the Throat, it's another 2-drop of ours. And then, the Restoration being a 3-drop is really, really nice. It gets us a land as well, helps us ramp up for the later game. Not to mention we have Void Rend. It's the best removal card you can have because it can't be countered and it hits anything. And then Urtai was really nice too because it can also kill but also counter, so it's got a little bit of a flex play there. Not to mention Wandering Emperor, a fantastic mid-range card to just kind of remove things off the field that are problematic or create us bodies later, to be used to attack with, or giving 1/1 counters to our other threats. Again, a very, very powerful list, which was surprising. I mean, it's not like you're going to take this thing, run it to Mythic top 5 or anything. I'm just saying it's a very good deck for an Obscure Ascendancy deck. The Obscure Ascendancy is not exactly the easiest Ascendancy to get the most use out of. So it's nice when you get to pull it off, man. It really is. And again, just a really fun card that I think you guys are going to enjoy a lot. And as far as competitiveness goes, I think we got it about as good as it can get. So I'm really excited about this one. I'm really hoping you guys enjoyed this one. But before we close this thing out completely and get out of here, this one comes out, I believe, on Wednesday. So I hope I'm right on that. If it is Wednesday, make sure to check out the live stream tonight. We should be going live around 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you guys might want to look up how that correlates with your time zones. But it's a really fun time. We get to play against you guys. It's going to be the first Wednesday of every month. So this would be that Wednesday. And we'll be playing against you guys for some fun games. And we'll be trying out some decks maybe you haven't seen yet. So come on by and check it out. And with that being said, before we get out of here, though, a huge shout out is always to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the memberships program here on the channel. So I got to give these guys a huge shout out and show the love because they help support the channel through their monthly memberships. And I got to say, I appreciate that very, very much. It helps more than they could ever know. And just got to let them know I love and appreciate everything they do for me. And give my thanks where it's due. You know what I mean? So thank you guys so much for everything. And yeah, I hope to see you guys at the live stream tonight. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end the video here, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another one. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.